Namasté again. So this is part 3 of this series, Toxic Parenting within the Black community. In this next video, I want to talk about another way in which, children are burdened. So you have there's a lack of love for a lot of children for Black children in the Black community, and I'm gonna delve into astrology where this aspect is concerned, because this does have a lot to do with frequencies and energies. Now, Nikola Tesla advised humanity to think in terms of frequencies and energies, and that was a very wise advice. If only people would give ear to that advice. It's a time for people to step away from being so religious, because religion, is a form of fear tactic. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't want to delve too much into it, because I've spoken about this already. These religious groups, they teach a lot of people who are members of them to fear wisdom and knowledge, and to fear science. And at the end of the day, they, reach out to these physicians when they're sick. They don't reach out to God. They pray. Some of them do pray, but they don't stick it out for the long haul to say, okay, I'm gonna wait for God to heal me. They don't do that. They pray a day or two, and if they don't see a change, the physician is the way. And it's just like very contradictory. So I don't want to talk too much on that. But the truth is, why are y'all so confused? That's what I want to talk about. Okay? You trying to separate science from spirituality and then say you're religious, which you are religious, because religion is not spirituality, neither is it science. It is just people's own philosophies. Very low vibrational philosophies, might I add. Now I'm going to talk about what I really want to talk about in this video. Another way in which children are burdened is a lot of Black parents, you tend to have children as a means to support yourself. So it's out of selfish reasons. And let me see what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this. So Black people, you are the Leo frequency of the zodiac, the melanated people. Okay? Ruled by the sun. Okay? And that can be explained scientifically, astrologically. You all understand why you're ruled by the sun. You've got that melanin that increases in production the more you're exposed to sun. And the melanin, it protects your skin from you contracting skin cancer. Okay? So it forms a coating over your skin, because y'all sun gods and sun goddesses. Okay? Period. That. And so a lot of you, majority, Black people, y'all sprung from Africa, where it doesn't snow. Okay? And, because y'all not the snow gods or the snow goddesses. Okay? Y'all have the physical makeup to bear extreme sun exposure. Okay? And, karma. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into racism, slavery and all of that. Because the truth is, all races have been enslaved at some point throughout history. But, being that Leo frequency, I was going to do a video about that in regards to, when I do that video, y'all would know. But a lot of you did not mature or did not allow yourselves to mature, because sometimes, you just gotta know. But then again, many are called, few are chosen. Once you're just not predestined or preordained to be saved, the truth is you will not get certain things, and that's just as simple as that. I'm not gonna ask why some of you it's so hard for you to mature on your own, because you're just not supposed to, and it's as simple as that. But anyways, what I want to say is, a lot of you, when you grow up into supposedly adults, you're not really adults, you're 501s. And it's okay for children to be 501s. But when you're grown up, you're supposed to transform into Queen of Wands, okay? Because 501s are children, and that frequency is reserved for children. Putting up temper tantrums, just being, really loud, playing around, that's for children. When you're an adult, that 501's frequency just does not suit you. It doesn't look good on you. It only looks good on children, and only for a time until they're no longer children. When you are an adult and you're a black person, you're supposed to be vibrating and radiating that Queen of Wands frequency, and that's truthful. But we have a swap and a reverse of frequencies in the black community, where the black community is not exercising balance. There's too much mental instability, emotional instability, and this can be because like I said, religion, it really affects your psyche, and that's for a different video. I'm of course go into that with the extended for my 666 video, okay? What religion does to the psyche, and it's horrible. Yeah, so if you all want to hear the extended to that, you can pay for the extended, and the information is below that, them 2 videos that I did this morning, 666, okay? 666, what is, who's the Antichrist? And what 666 really means. So, what I want to say though, a lot of you, are not balanced, and so you have children, acting like they're Queen of Wands, and you got parents acting like they're 501s. That's a reversal of the roles, and that's just so ridiculous. But you have a lot of parents out here, they be like having children because they want these children to, finance their lifestyles. And you find that once you're 18 years or older, you got these toxic, dysfunctional parents forcing you to make bread, and bread for not just yourself, but them too, and the rest of the kids, for a lot of you, that they have, that they cannot support. And it's ludicrous, because I'm like, black people, y'all tend to be most religious than any other ethnic group. And then there's the history in the Old Testament of the Bible, in which it talks about how the elders of the Bible lived. Specifically, I'm not just gonna say Jacob, but also Abraham, okay, and also Isaac, and King David. They all left legacies for their children, their offspring. Their offsprings didn't, once they got to a certain age, they started working and, taking money to give their parents. I don't know where you toxic, dysfunctional black parents get all that BS from, but you're full of shit. Let me just say that. So you have a lot of black parents guilt tripping their adult children, and because they're not giving them monies, they're not financing them, they're not, I don't know where the fuck that came from. Because when your kids become adults, it's for them to support their own families. that they start to create and form. So you have black parents wasting their lives away. And then when their children are grown men and women, they expect them to maintain, their lives and care for them, pay their bills. Where do you get that from? And a lot of people, they don't like having me around, especially, this so-called dysfunctional mother of mine, because I tell the truth as it is. It is what it is. A lot of you black parents, you're worthless. You're worthless. You don't leave legacies for your children. And rather than admitting that you failed in certain regards and ways, you try to obstruct justice. You try to hide the truth. You try to change what is right. And you can't do that. Whether you accept what is truthful or not, it's not going to change what is truthful. You understand? The truth will always be the truth. And the truth is, no child brought a parent here, and therefore no child is responsible to care for their parents financially. You see me, I'm focusing on building a legacy here. My reputation, my business, capitalizing on my gifts and my talents and abilities. I don't want my sons to finance me when they're older. I'm going to be the one leaving legacies for them. Generational wealth, that's what I'm about now. I'm thinking capitalism. Okay? Now, I'm willing to be homeless. I'm willing to go through it because I have to live what I teach or practice what I preach. Because that too is a form of building my reputation, my brand. And it's going to be long lasting. It's going to last even up to the 5th generation and beyond. Because like I said, it's generational wealth. I don't expect, it's just absurd to me for my sons to become men and have to worry about me. I'd rather prostitute myself. Rather for my grown sons to be supporting me, and that's the honest truth. I would, as much as that's not something I delight in or something that I consider ethical, but that's something that I would rather do than to have my adult sons to provide for me, or my young sons, because I've started them I've put them onto social media. It's not for me to benefit from their social media presence, because I've got my own presence, but it's giving them a kickstart, and so they can build their own reputations, and they can capitalize on that, expand and capitalize on that. That's me already helping them. Okay? And that's how it should be. Now, black parents, you need to get away. Stop having children because you want, when they're grown, they can support you financially. That's not why you have children. Children are a heritage. The Bible said, not inheritance. Okay? And you have them because you delight in them, because you love them. You delight in being a parent. Not because you are, reserving, a pension. Fuck is this? And that too is, is a heavy burden for black children. They don't enjoy being children, and they don't enjoy being adults, as long as you black parents are alive. And so it's like better off for a lot of you to die, because you put strain and a struggle on your children when they're children and when they're grown-ups, when they're grown men and grown women. And that's like real toxicity, real dysfunctionality, and just real and true blue narcissism. And that ends, my, discussion for now on this topic, toxic parenting within the black community. Y'all get away from using children as inheritances. They're a heritage. If you don't love children, do not procreate and have them. stop tormenting, these beautiful, beautiful beings. Okay? Because you tormenting them, destroying them, is causing them to go into toxic and dysfunctional members and systems in society, the Black community and the world at large. Namaste.